This is Max Magius. My co-host would have you believe that kids shouldn't be listening to our show because we use fucking bad language. I say they have to learn sometimes, so put the little shit next to the computer and viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Turn it up. Ramblers Unleashed. You know what it is. Dizzy on the mic, yeah, breaking all the news. Dropping bombs weekly, got nothing left to lose. Hell is hitting hard like a chair to the face. If it's happening in the ring, he already on the case. Baron in the corner, yeah, he floating in a haze. Buzzkill coming quick, man, he lighting up the blaze. Laugh now, crash later, got that wild-eyed grin. Saying this max trash while he roll another spin. Turn it up loud, let the chaos begin. Three voices clashing, let the madness kick in. Revolution! Yeah, we breaking the cage. Talking smack, spitting facts, straight rage on the page. Dizzy Baron acts, yeah, we bringing the heat. Wrestling world, better bow and I feel revolution. No filter, no leash. Desk full of chaos, yeah, we never get peace. From the ropes to the floor, hear the crowd scream loud. We the voices of the ring, and we say it proud. Major stack of papers, got a desk overflow. Notes on every feud, every heel, every show. Break it down precise, like a plan for attack. If you blink, you miss it. He already ran it back. Three different minds, but the energy's one. Like a triple threat match, and we already won. Talk loud, stand tall, never play it rehearsed. Ramblers Unleashed, and we bring the worst. Revolution Unleashed.
Wow, who did that, man? That's badass, buddy. I love it.
Dude, I'm so glad to see you back on the guitar and
You know, I
on
had
the
to
mic,
learn-
man.
I had to learn that part. So my throat is so sore after screaming that. Like it
Killer.
is so sore.
Banger.
Thank you,
Absolute banger.
dude. Yeah, I felt like we needed to spice things up just a little bit. You know,
I don't think you can spice it up any more than that right there, man.
I know,
That's
man.
some heat.
It's been a hell of a week, and we've had a lot of just weird stuff happening in the world of professional wrestling. But welcome back to it. It is Ramblers Unleashed, and I feel really, really good about being back. Max is on assignment. He didn't really tell us an assignment. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm just going on an assignment." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. Whatever, do your thing." But that guy over there, let's go ahead and introduce him. And let me get my notes up here. Yeah, he's the man higher than a 747 jet airliner, and our resident happy guy too, whose catchphrase is and will always be "Baron, please."
420.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, golfers, clap for the one, the only, the Baron. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. It's been a week for sure.
Yeah.
From storms to bangers like that. Shout out to Sean in the chat.
Yeah,
Clearly loved it.
What's up, Sean? How you doing, buddy? Yeah. So we're obviously in the Midwest, Baron and I. We had some massive fucking storms, man. Like, I don't know if I got it as bad as you did, honestly.
Dude, no, we got here and where I
you
live.
live. Yeah, where you live.
The sirens went off twice,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Uh-huh.
Didn't rain. Or it rained, right? Downpour, but there was no wind, nothing. Like it was weird. So we got nothing where I physically live. I think further out in the county they did, but dude, we got nothing. A shit ton of rain. That was it. It was crazy.
Yeah, we got a lot of rain, a lot of wind too. I saw like multiple tree limbs down in the yard and stuff, and it's just there wasn't really anything that came our way. A lot of it was either, I think, what did they say, St. Louis City, and it was also up in Illinois too. So Illinois got hammered with tornadoes and things like that, man.
Yeah, and I think South in Missouri too got hit pretty good, like Springfield and further down. But yeah, it was actually really weird. The sky changed colors, and like that was it. I was like, okay, I was just ready to go outside with my shorts on and see what the fuck was going on.
Isn't that weird that I was talking about this with somebody the other day? They said that they were always freaked out by storms and stuff. I said, dude, we're Midwesterns. We go out in this stuff. We love this stuff. We want to see what's happening in the sky. We want to see a tornado, you know?
We're weird as fuck. But I will tell you, if there's snow happening, you ain't catching me out anywhere.
No, hell no. I don't know if we're weird or if we're just brave or really just stupid. I don't know.
I think a mixture of all three. The last one really stands out because, you know, like you hear these people say, do not stand outside.
Go to your basement. Put as many walls as you can between the outside and you. Yeah, I know it.
It's hilarious because when I poked my head and was standing outside, I seen 6 neighbors as well doing the same thing. So,
oh, dude, you have to. It's like a rite of passage here in the Midwest. You have to go outside and watch the storms roll in, you know, until it starts raining because you don't want to get wet. You definitely don't want to get struck by lightning if you're under a tree, but hopefully you're not doing any one of those things.
Sean, where are you at? Where do you?
Yeah, Sean. Oh yeah, digging the daily dose. If you have been following the channel, you would know that I've been on my drive to work and sometimes back too. I'll just get on the old camera and start doing a daily dose. And I've done dose on the releases. I did a daily dose on Danhausen. I did a daily dose on the state of WWE, a whole bunch of different videos. You could go back on the shorts and watch them. And we'll keep doing it. We're not going to stop doing it. We're going to keep going because it's a lot of fun to do it.
Yeah, crushing it, killing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? This show honestly would not be anything. It would just be Baron and I talking without you. So we want to thank you for being here, for subscribing to the channel, for taking time out of your busy schedule on a Thursday night, watching us, listening to us talk about wrestling. And we hope you join in on the chat. And we hope you, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do that. Also hit the bell icon that will tell YouTube that you like what we're doing. Also lets us know that you like what we're doing too. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and that will let you know when we go live or when we drop videos coming up in the near future. Also, we have a lot to talk about. We have some departures, man. Now, I've already talked about these, but Baron, I wanted to get your reaction on this as well, because there were some surprises on these departures. So let's dive into what multiple outlets were reporting. Now, it started early in the afternoon. I believe Nikki Cross and Joe Gacy, maybe there were possibilities of Joe Gacy being released. But then Uncle Howdy was for sure, Nikki Cross, and then all the names came out. So here we go, Baron. Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, Kairi Sane, Motor City Machine Guns, Santos Escobar, Apollo Crews, Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, Andre Chase, Dante Chan too, or Chan. Now developmental departures that included Luca Crucifino, Serena Linton, Malik Blade, Trill London, Tyra May Steele, she just won LFG not too long ago. Chris Island, Tyreek Igui, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and then Tyson DuPont is the last name here. So yeah, I'm familiar with Tyra May Steele. She won, I think it was season 2 or season 1 of LFG. But the big names here, honestly, for me, that stand out to me: Zelina Vega, Aleister Black, Kairi Sane, Motor City Machine Guns.
You know, might take a lot of times. A lot of these releases, departures are kind of warranted. Like, so I actually didn't know a single name from the NXT in development part.
Okay.
Yep. Even the one you mentioned here, I did not watch that at all. I think obviously the most surprising is Sane, right?
Yes.
You know,
a lot of people are on social media, missing Zane, and there's a hashtag going around. You know, we want Sane, or we want Kyrie.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's the most shocking one. And Sean brought up a good point. I was going to bring it up later, but
Yeah.
since he's already said it in the chat, I hope that's not true. I feel like it can't be with the characters that we have, right? But I mean, Aleister Black just wasn't doing anything.
No, I mean he had a couple matches on TV, but he wasn't really involved in a storyline. You know,
Well,
they didn't know what to do with him.
he had a good one with Randy Orton.
He
right?
did, but how long did that didn't last very long.
No, it didn't. But I also read rumors he was going to be in the main event scene, kind of being around Randy Orton and stuff, right? So I hope that's not true. The White Six, come on, guys. It has nothing to do with them being darker characters by any means, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do have that edge to them. That was just I appreciated when they first happened, right?
Yeah.
Paid homage to Bray.
Yeah.
But there was nothing there the entire time for me. I couldn't connect to him. A group like that, I should. So that one really did not surprise me at all. There's not much for them to do, and I thought the characters are just very So that was just my take on that. But like I said, Kairi Sane for sure is one, and I have to point out Apollo Crews finally found himself somewhere with his name because he has been hidden for like 2 years.
Yeah. I will say this. I am happy that Bo Dallas was able to come back and gather up, Nikki Cross, Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, all those guys, and at least do or have a little bit of a good run in the name of Bray Wyatt. So I was very happy about that. Very happy about that. But some of these names just absolutely shocked me. Did they shock you? Let us know in the comments which name shocked you the most, and maybe we'll give you a shout here. Motor City Machine Guns too, man. I mean, they dropped their tag titles some time ago, and we really didn't see much of them on TV. But you would think that they would have, maybe another run. But I mean, it is what it is. And it's
good run while they were there.
Yeah, absolutely, very good run while they were.
They were tag champs.
They were, yeah.
So, yeah, that one was a little odd. But again, they don't put much emphasis on this tag team division ever.
Oh no,
men or women.
Right.
So that's a troubling thing that they do for sure.
Right. And this always happens after WrestleMania. We always get the WrestleMania departures, and they're trying to save money, and it sucks to see our favorite wrestler go. It's just, did they pick the right ones? Because Kairi Sane was in a continuing storyline. So was Aleister Black. He was on TV at least, but it was very, very shocking. And Baron, speaking of WrestleMania, Vegas, man, that was really good for Las Vegas. The tourism, the dollars that it brought in, the money that it generated for the city. Again, the tourism was huge selling point for Vegas because, it's Las Vegas. Now, WrestleMania 43 is going to Saudi fucking Arabia one more time. I don't know why, but it was originally supposed to be, according to reports, and 43 was supposed to be in Nashville, Tennessee. And that would be amazing. But after growing speculation about Nashville landing WWE's biggest show, Brandon Thurston of Post Wrestling reached out directly to the Nashville Convention and Visitors Corporation to ask them about their interest. The response made it clear discussions are just not speculation. They're still underway. So according to the organization, negotiations with the WWE are continuing behind the scenes as we talk here tonight. The response lines up with earlier expectations that Nashville could eventually host WrestleMania at the city's new Nissan Stadium, which is scheduled to open 2027. Now, I did not know that they were getting a new stadium, but that's awesome. That's very, very exciting. And I posted this on one of my shorts today, that I am so tired of seeing, Saudi Arabia, get all of these shows, and they have a show directly made for them, which is Crown Jewel. We all know that. But why do they need a WrestleMania? Why do they need to host a WrestleMania? This prince has like insane amount of money. It's stupid.
It's a great question, especially what's going on out there, current standing, and we're going to possibly ship people out there for a show. I don't understand it, blah, blah, blah. It's fucking stupid. Yeah. What is the best show that's came from Saudi Arabia? What is a show that we're like, wow, this was phenomenal?
It wasn't Crown Jewel, I can tell you that.
I can't think of a single one, and I feel like it is a crowd thing for me. I don't feel like the crowd gets into these shows. No. Yeah, see, Sean, thank you. The crowd fucking sucks over there. Yeah. I know it's different, and everything else is a totally different environment. I respect that, but when it comes to wrestling, like it's just blood money, man. Like that's all it is, that is
it's a quick dollar, it's a quick buck, and it's shit because now they're going to get Monday Night Raw, they're going to get Friday Night SmackDown, they're not going to get NXT, but they're going to get WrestleMania, and they're going to get it for 2 nights. So that's 4 nights of WWE in Saudi freaking Arabia. I just don't. It's overkill. We don't do this for when we do Clash in Paris or London or we're going to Italy. They don't do this. They have those clashes made specifically for different countries. But why does Saudi Arabia all of a sudden get their own PLE and then they get to host WrestleMania? It just doesn't seem fair. It's not fair to the other cities that haven't hosted, man. I made up a point that I know St. Louis is too small for us to host WrestleMania, but we could at least host maybe SummerSlam, maybe some other big, a Royal Rumble, maybe.
Well, we had a Royal Rumble just last year or the year before, 1 to 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, like St. Louis does get some good shows, right? We had Backlash following right after Mania last year that I went to. When was Raw? Okay, I gotta look this up. We don't have the desk of our IT experienced Maxwell Magius here to do this. So now I'm gonna have to look it up.
Max is on assignment tonight. Doggone it. Now you got to do our homework.
Oh, fucking A. 2022.
Okay, 2022. Got it. All right.
At the Dome, America Center. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, there's that. But still, why can't we host another big PLE? Why or anybody else besides Saudi Arabia? I would be so happy. So happy if it wasn't just Saudi Arabia,
I totally agree. I'm just trying to see the last few PLEs in St. Louis. I'm curious now.
The last one that I remember you going to was Backlash. And that was in 24, 25?
Yeah, 25. That was last year, yeah. So
So Backlash, it was Backlash.
Yeah, and then the one before that was 2022 Royal Rumble, January 29th. So yeah, no, I agree. And what it does, what it does for us though, it brings in tourists and makes money for the city. Obviously, St. Louis doesn't have a lot to do per se, really, right? For a big event like that. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, anywhere but Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I totally agree. Someone else that I was expected, kind of shocked about as far as an injury goes, and we always hate to hear about injuries. But after WWE confirmed on the 27th episode of Monday Night Raw, Stephanie Vaquer suffered a 2nd-degree AC joint sprain following a backstage attack angle. Early reports backed up the injury was actually legitimate, but now here's a new report that's giving a better idea of how long she could actually be out. And according to Russell Votes Radio on Fightful Select, there is currently no official return date. And internally, the expectation is that she'll be sidelined for a significant stretch. The report explained that while nothing is locked in, the belief that Vicaire won't be back anytime soon, with early estimates already pointing toward several weeks away, at least several weeks away. But I mean, it sucks that Stephanie Vicaire is down for just a minute, but it's exciting to see what Liv Morgan will do with the title. Baron, what do you think Liv's going to do with that title? That's my main question. Who do you think she's going to have a feud with? I mean, she's already kind of gearing up. She already attacked Stephanie Vicaire, and there was one run-in that she had. I can't remember who it was.
I think it's going to be Roxanne.
You think it's going to be Roxanne? Or
I think there's something's going to come from that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know who she is feuding with. I did not catch.
I thought it was Sol Ruca.
Raw. No. Oh, she had a match with Sol Ruca.
Okay.
And that was just a stand, or no, she fuck, man, I'm getting confused now. I don't remember.
I thought she came out on Monday Night Raw and she was telling her, like, I want to come for your title. Liv said, get out of here. You don't have any room or something like that. And then they had a match.
Yes. Yeah. They had the match on 420, actually. I did not actually end up watching that show, but yeah, 420. It was a storm day too. Now I'm thinking, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not 420. No, last Monday was storm day.
I don't know who she could feud with, honestly. I'm trying to go down the list of women on the Raw that would have a good story with her.
I think Roxanne would be a good one, honestly.
Yeah, they would have to break that up.
They would have, I think it's already gonna
happen. I think it's like Sean said, Balor is definitely mixing that up a little bit.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Who do you want to see Liv Morgan go head to head with? Let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. I was going to do from the desk of Max Mages, but he is not here. So let's get into your buzzkill moment, bud. And there's this guy named Nick Lopiccolo. Nick Lopiccolo. He's a sports wrestling agent. He's been an agent for CM Punk and many, many others. But he's making the rounds on social media. This is all against AEW, of course. So on April 30th, Lopiccolo took to Twitter, now known as X, with a direct message aimed at journalists and podcast hosts who interview AEW president Tony Khan. His post claimed that Warner Brothers Discovery has already decided to not renew AEW programming as far back as last summer, long before fans started speculating about the company's media future, which he believes the decision was already communicated to AEW leadership months ago. He also challenged media members to ask Khan about it directly, which is awesome. I like that. Challenge him. Lopiccolo went even further, questioning why AEW leadership has continued to publicly project confidence despite what he claims were early warning signs about the company's distribution future. Now, one of the most attention-grabbing parts of this message, Baron, involved his claim that AEW may have limited options remaining if its current television situation changes. He specifically pointed to YouTube as the only realistic path left while dismissing AEW's internal streaming plans. This has been an ongoing conversation, and this is it's very important now. We TBS and all the channels that were under the wing of Warner Brothers now are owned by a different company, and their future is really, really in trouble, honestly. What do you think?
I mean, we've been talking about this for quite some time, right? On the show, we have a lot of conversations about TV deals and AEW. And you mentioned YouTube. That would be like one of their only outlets remaining.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a terrible idea if something happened. I think YouTube's a big enough platform. I think more people are watching YouTube naturally, just in general.
Yeah.
You can get ad revenue from YouTube just as well as you can a TV deal.
Yep.
You know, that's how a ton of these people are millionaires off of this. So if all fails, it would not be a bad idea.
Yeah,
It'd be easy for us to watch too.
it would be a lot easier for us to watch. We wouldn't be held down by a cable subscription or anything like that. The only thing I worry about are their PLEs or their pay-per-views or how they're going to work that out. But I mean, you can stream them online, Yeah, I mean, the NWA did it. That's a great point, Sean. NWA, Billy Corgan just released a media thing that said that they're gonna, I think, start showing NWA shows on a Roku channel, I believe. So maybe that's another option that AEW can do. They can go down the Roku path. They can go down Amazon Fire or Amazon whatever. Something they have to do something to save their brand, to save their promotion. Honestly,
yeah, and they'll have no issues doing that
because they won't have an issue, but they can't do CW anymore because now I forget who is going to the CW. Of course, they have NXT. Oh yeah, they have NXT, and they're also putting all the PLEs for NXT on the CW, which is awesome. That's really, really cool. It's really, really good news. So I mean, they are. I really, honestly, truly believe that the WWE is trying to run AEW out of business without necessarily going after them because they don't need to. They're a juggernaut. They can do whatever they want,
Yeah. I mean, people got to realize too, AEW is no slack here. They got money just as much as TKO. People forget that too, right? So they're always going to find a way, some way. I'm really for YouTube TV or whatever the case may be for that if it happens. Because we don't want them to lose a TV deal. We don't want them to be off of TV. As much as we talk shit on them sometimes, it's still something we need and want to have on TV, right? They got to have a brand deal of some sort. And that's just what I think.
Yeah. So to answer Sean's question, and I pulled this up from WWE.com. The CW Network and WWE announced on April 28th, which was 2 days ago, that all NXT Premium Live events will now air exclusively on the CW. So that's good because it's going to put more eyes on the promotion. Honestly, everybody has an antenna. Everybody can get the CW. Not everybody wants to pay $30 for ESPN or the ESPN Plus app or whatever to get the WWE pay-per-views or the PLEs. This is very good exposure for NXT. I really do like this. Really do like this. And it does put AEW in a spot where they really have to start becoming creative as to what they're where they're going to go next. If TBS and Warner Brothers Discovery drops them,
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. We'll have to watch that. But good news. Speaking of TV, and this is regarding TNA. New ratings data has been released for the April 24th, 2026 episode of Impact on AMC, marking one of the strongest increases of the year. So according to Programming Insider, Baron, TNA Impact on April 24th drew 175,000 viewers on AMC with a 0.03 rating in the key P18 to 49 demographic. So for comparisons, the April 16th episode drew 21,200 viewers with a 0.05 rating in the key 18 to 49 demo, with an increase of 153,800 viewers and down by 0.02 in the demo. So again, these figures reflect only linear TV viewership on AMC. They don't include streaming or digital viewership. This story came from ringsidenews.com. Of course, they continue to monitor TNA Impact as the company starts to build towards its next major live event. TNA, man, it's doing it right, and I think they partnered with really good network, AMC. I think a lot of people, if you have a cable package, it includes AMC on it, and besides the last one that they were on, the last channel, which was Access, not a lot of people had access, but everybody has AMC. So this is really good news for TNA. I'm really happy to hear this news.
Yeah, absolutely. I was trying to see what matches were happening that day that could have dropped viewership in, but I think it's just the channel, right? AMC is a huge network to kind of be on. I mean, you got to remember Breaking Bad came from AMC, like big name shows, Walking Dead, right? So like it's clearly a great channel.
Yeah.
No, good looks for them. This is something that we should be seeing an increase more often with TNA. I think we've realized and we've submitted, it has definitely improved.
Yeah.
Massively.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really happy for TNA and what they're doing. Also, Baron, this isn't part of my notes, but I did want to bring this up to you because I want your opinion on this. So I did a short on this channel, and we talked about a promotion that hasn't been around since 2018. Matter of fact, they originally aired episodes from 2014 until 2018, and reports as of April this year indicate that TKO has purchased the rights to Lucha Underground. Now, the acquisition suggests that WWE now holds the intellectual property and extensive video library on the cinematic wrestling promotion that aired on the El Rey network from, again, 2014 to 2018. This is kind of interesting, though, because they own AAA and now they own Lucha Underground. Are they going to revive Lucha Underground, do you think?
I mean, I hope not. I was not a fan of Lucha Underground at all. Some big stars came from there.
Big stars. Penta came from there.
Yeah.
Ricochet came from there. I think Kairi Sane came from Lucha Underground. A lot of names came from Lucha.
A ton of names. Yeah. I just don't know that it's. I mean, I'm assuming Lucha Underground was tied to AAA, same ownership of. Right?
I don't know. I don't know if they were tied to AAA. I don't know if they had connections with AAA or not, but it just kind of interests me as to what their plans are with Lucha Underground. Are they going to release the video library of Lucha Underground on maybe ESPN? I mean, there's no telling what they're going to do. I wonder, I don't know. Do you think they purchased Lucha Underground because they have Penta now? Just to, secure the rights to that name, Pentagon Jr.?
Yeah, I mean, they could. I don't think that's I mean, they have a lot of stuff that they could do with Lucha Underground, I guess. They have the Lucha stars pretty heavily in WWE right now.
Yeah.
So it could separate space from the main show. That's something I see them doing. But if I remember, Lucha Underground was more of like a TV performance thing, right? Like it wasn't.
It was more of a cinematic approach to professional wrestling.
Yeah.
It was quite different, and we used to cover it on this show all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And I just wonder what they're going to do with Lucha Underground, because they already have AAA. That's on YouTube. I believe it's only exclusively on YouTube.
Yeah, which is fucking good. If you guys are not watching it in the chat, it's really good. Yeah. I watched AAA in the past many times. But never really like sat down and really got into it and watched the entire show start to finish. But I tend to do so with AAA. Undertaker's doing a fantastic job over there.
Mm-hmm.
And all the stars over there are great.
Yeah. I totally agree. It's gonna be interesting to see what else comes with the Lucha Underground news. How are you taking this in the chat? Let us know. You excited about Lucha Underground? You not care? I just don't feel. I feel like Lucha Underground has been off the map for so long. It's not like when they purchased WCW. They were still running. They were still a promotion. Lucha Underground hasn't been on the air since 2018. So it's lost all of its steam. People still, I mean, if you're a hardcore wrestling fan, you know where Penta and Ricochet and Kairi Sane all came from, but not everybody is gonna remember Lucha Underground and where these guys came from, So
it's a great time, to get people to. They have the, WWE's getting stacked on roster. We talk a lot about AEW, so does WWE. They have a saturation issue. Even with these releases, they still have so many people that they can only do so much with. Right? Yeah. This is another avenue for them too. I really would try to perfect our craft on their main shows before we continually branch out to everything. Yeah. Because let's be honest, WWE has their flaws.
Yeah. Definitely.
But damn, yeah, I'm down to watch it. If they got Penta on that thing, I'll watch it. I'll watch Penta anywhere where he's at. I love him. He's a fantastic character, great in the ring, and like he overall seems like a pretty good human.
He does seem like a good guy. I mean, he does seem to care about his fans, and yeah, he seems like one of those guys you can actually go out and have a beer with, Yeah. So, that's the show, man. That is it. That's all I got. Baron, you have anything else you want to add?
Let's honorable mentions to the NXT new era. Basically, they got in a bunch of new people. I mean, obviously they promoted Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
Multiple, Adam Page, like not Adam Page, but Ethan Page. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are on the main roster now. Joe Hendry. So there's, NXT now needs to create and bring in new stars and stuff like that. Yeah. So that is, I'm trying to find the list of all the new ones that debuted.
Obafemi.
Obviously. No, that debuted on NXT. So new stars on NXT. Because they're bringing in the,
Let's see here.
Let's find it here.
Yeah. Oh, I think this is no, here we go. This is new. So let's see.
Yeah, so Evil, I know for sure.
Evil
was one.
Mm-hmm. Lizzie Rain.
Lizzie Rain, yes.
Hold on. Have you seen Lizzie Rain's finisher? I just saw her circulating. On social media. Matter of fact, on our X channel, our X profile at the Ramblers Pod, I posted a video of Lizzie Rain doing her finisher. Holy crap, that is
it's badass, right? Yeah. And Evil, I mean, we all know him from New Japan.
Yes.
So they got some good stars coming over because they needed. I was a little worried when all these people went over to the main roster, right? They literally took a shit ton of the big stars. Ruka, like it just all kinds of them. So definitely was worried, but it sounds like they have some good stars that are gonna, show up over there.
Tate Wilder made his debut on NXT last night or this week rather, and
Will Cruz.
Yeah,
he is like. I've seen clips of him in the past. He's reminds me of like a heavier set like Gunther, and like he could do good shit in the ring. Like really, he obviously debuted and literally hit a fucking flip, moonsault. So like, yeah, I think they got some good opportunity showing up.
I think so too. NXT is one of those promotions that is always fun to watch because you're gonna at some point you're gonna see one of those guys or gals on the main roster, and you're gonna be cheering for somebody on NXT to make it to the main roster. For me, that was Oba Femi. I loved watching Oba on NXT. He was so good, and I said it was just a matter of time before he made his way to the main roster. So yeah, NXT is a lot of fun to watch. And you're right, Sean, we do need some Ramblers merch. Absolutely.
Yeah, we do.
Try to work on that.
And give props to Shawn Michaels. He just created a shit ton of fucking big stars, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. It's an exciting time, honestly, to be a wrestling fan, and we're going to be here to talk about it and each and every week. We are thankful for you to join us on the journey here. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon. That'll tell us, that'll tell you whenever we're live and whenever we drop new videos. And that also lets YouTube know that you like what we're doing and suggests our videos to more people. So please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and we would really, really appreciate it. That is the show for the night. By the way, how about that new intro song?
Banger.
Yeah.
Banger. Absolute banger.
Yeah, it's surprising what you can do with AI.
What? No, why would you say AI? That was you, Dizzy. That was you on the drums, guitar, vocals, doing it all, mixing, and mastering the craft.
Right.
That was great. It was a banger.
It was a banger. Yeah. We'll air it again for Max next week when he comes back, because he will be back off assignment. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. But that is the show for this evening. Baron, it was a lot of fun, man. Had fun.
Always fun, man. We enjoy this. We love everybody out there in the chat. You know, do we have any big PLEs coming up? We
have Backlash coming up.
Yes, Backlash. When is that? WWE
Backlash is next, I believe, next weekend.
No, not already, is it? Let's see here. Saturday, May 9th.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Literally next weekend.
Literally next weekend, then we have Backlash. So we'll be on here to do our predictions for Backlash, as we always do for every PLE. And yeah, we'll come back on and talk about it too, because I would assume this is gonna be a good. I'm excited to see Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns. That is I think that's like one of the only matches that they have so far for this card.
They have 3. I'm looking at it now, and the 3 are bangers. And I, you know, real quick, just so everybody knows if they haven't, Reigns versus Fatu should be a great match. Banger. Sky and Asuka. I think we're gonna get Sane back, Kiri. So that's my prediction there. And Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. These should have been like WrestleMania fucking matches, if you ask me. Maybe not Roman and Fatu, because Roman and CM Punk tore the fucking house down. But yeah. Should be a good show. Yeah. Well, the card's going to continue to build for Backlash. So we will, as soon as the card is completed, we're going to come back here and do our predictions as we always do. But in the meantime, that's the show, man. Baron, how can they follow you on social media, bud? Not that you're going to, but you can. At Comeback Jordan with 3 ends. You should go follow the Baron on social media, on X. Go follow him. Search his name right there on X. Follow him. Make his day, okay? Make him happy. See that? Don't make him sad anymore. 3 ends. Don't forget 3 ends. You can follow the show on X at the Ramblers Pod. You can find us on Facebook at Ramblers Unleashed, YouTube.com/Ramblers Unleashed, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon. Max Magius, you can find him on the X machine at Max Magius, Magius, and that will do it for us this week. Yeah, follow the $1 Million Man, Baron. You're the $1 Million Man. How does that make you feel? I don't know where that million's at, but yeah. I'm still waiting on it.
And until next week, please continue to watch wrestling, keep it real, and just enjoy the product. And we'll be back here to talk about it again next week. See ya!
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Ramblers Unleashed. Follow the show on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click the bell icon for notifications of upcoming episodes.